So hello everyone, welcome back again to continue the concept of three markers. So in the previous class, we have discussed three mark concept. The first one is polynomial, second one circle, and mean or mode. So I hope you all practice in the home, and now you all are able to write the answer for all those three, and 9 marks will be yours. So now let us go to the next topic, probability. So probability, there are different types of sums can come. Okay, it may be related to dice, it may be related to coin, or it may be related to what some numbers. So this is the easiest topic to score, but sometimes lack of our understanding ability, so we will end up with doing the wrong answer. For example, in the one of the preparatory, they ask one sum, the two-digit number can be formed by using the four numbers. So there many students went wrong because you are not trying to understand the question properly. So read the question before you solve. If you are not getting, read it again, twice, thrice. Then slowly your brain will start answering the right answer. So let us start with the one sum. So the sum is given. A box contains cards numbered from 6 to 70. So there are cards which is numbered from 6 to 70. If one card is drawn at random, if you are trying to take one card from the box, then find the probability that card will have a perfect square number. First one. Second one, a number divisible by 5. And the third one is an odd number less than 30. So first, let us take total cards. How many cards are there? Total cards is equal to 70 minus 6 plus 60, 64. 64 plus 1 is 65. There are 65 cards in total. So normally the mistake what we do, no, we'll do 70 minus 6 and we get answer 64. We consider 64 as our total number of cards. So that is wrong. So there are 65 cards. We have to count 6 also. So because of that reason, the number of total cards is how much? 65. Now let us start answering one by one. The first one, a perfect square numbers. 6 to 70, the first number is 9, 3 square. Then 4 square is 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square is what? 81. So that is more than 70. We'll end up here. So now find out total how many perfect square numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 perfect square numbers are there. So probability of getting a perfect square number is equal to, total how many square numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 outcomes are there. 6 divided by total number of cards, 65. So it cannot be simplified. So we'll keep it 6 divided by 65. Then the second one, B, numbers divisible by 5. Numbers divisible by 5. So we'll count how many numbers are there which are divisible by 5. The first number is 10, 15, 20, 25, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 and 70 also divisible by 10. Now count how many total numbers are there which are divisible by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are totally 13 cards on which the divisible of 5 number is written. So now probability of a number divisible by 5 is 13 divided by 65. Okay, 13 one time and 13 5 times. So your answer should be how much? 1 by 5. So there are cards which are divisible by 5. Probability is how much? 1 by 5. Then next go to the third part. 1. An odd number less than 30. Odd number less than 30. Here we have number from 6 to 70, but we need to find out odd number only less than 30. So let us find out those numbers. Odd numbers less than 30. So first number is 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27 and 29. It should be less than 30. Count how many odd numbers are there which are less than 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now the answer of odd number less than 30 is equal to, how many are there we counted? No, one more time we'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 65. This is also not divisible number. These are also not simplified. We'll keep it as what? 12 by 65. So here the numbers are written from 6 to 70. There are total number of cards are 65. In that you need to find out how many perfect square numbers are there. We got 6 perfect square number. Then the probability of a perfect square is 6 by 65. And then they asked how many numbers are there which are divisible by 5. Then the probability of number divisible 5 is 13 by 65. If you simplify, the answer is 1 by 5. Then the last one, odd numbers less than 30. So we have to start from 6 because the numbers are written on the card from the 6. So we start from 7. So 7 to 29, there are 12 odd number cards are there. So the probability of odd number less than 30 is 12 by 65. First answer is 6 by 65. Second answer is 1 by 5. And the third answer is what? 12 by 65. So this is the answer. So you have to be patient with the lot of patience is required to do these sums, because if you are hurry or you are going very fast, there are chances you will end up with doing mistake. In place of 65, if you write 64, then everything will go wrong. So be calm while doing the probability sum, and I know that definitely you all can answer this sum. Okay. So then next we will discuss one more type of probability sum. So let us discuss one more probability sum which is based on dice. So here the question is given: if two dice are rolled simultaneously, then the probability that the sum of number on the top faces less than 8. Sum of number on the top faces is how much? Less than 8. Then next one, getting a square number on one of the face only. On the one face, square number should be there. Only on the one face. So whenever you roll two dice, you will get totally 36 results, which are written the result here. So there are totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. The total result, total outcomes you get, that is nothing but how much? 36. Whenever you are rolling the two dice. Okay. Now, after that, what is the first one? A. P of sum of numbers on the top faces less than 8. Sum of numbers on top faces less than 8. So here I use the blue marker to underline, which gives what is sum less than 8. So here all the circled one from the blue marker are the faces which gives the sum less than 8. So let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So there are 21 faces where you can get sum less than 8. So your answer should be 21 divided by 36. So 21 and 36 both are multiple of 3. We try to divide. 7 by 12. So P of sum of numbers on the top faces less than 8 is equal to 21 by 32. That is nothing but what is 7 by 12. Now B, the second one. Getting a square number. So here normally the square number which are appeared is 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Getting a square number on one of the face only. On the only one face, square number should be there. The other faces, they should have what a non-square number. So that is marked with what a red pen. So here the right one I have ticked with the red pen to count. To easily I can identify which are the faces only one square number is there. So the marked one, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. So there are 16 set is there in which there's only one square number you can find. So P of probability of square number on one of the face. Square number on one of the face is equal to simplify. 4 4 the 16, 4 9 the 36. So your answer should be how much? 4 by 9. So this is the very simplest sum. There are two dice are rolled. You will get 36 result. In that there are two things you need to find out. Sum on the both faces should be less than 8 and the square number on only one face. So that I have used the different color markers to round up and tick mark to easily I can take the value, I can count it. So I got final answer P of sum of numbers on the faces less than 8 is 7 by 12 and square number on one face is how much? 4 by 9. So this is your answer. So they may ask you the product related to product, some odd number, even number on the faces. So the dice related, there will be what different questions will be there. You can practice some questions from your textbook, or you can take LBA or your model papers. So better to take model paper question only, practice, that will be very helpful. So after this, now next we'll move on to the topic triangle. Normally the simplest topic for the 3 mark. So triangle, if you learn properly, one 3 mark question you will get and one 4 mark theorem. Easily 7 mark you can score. So let us discuss one or two triangle sums which may come for what 3 marks, or the similar sums will come for the 3 marks. Okay, next move on to the topic triangles. So triangle, you have to remember the theorems and the criteria for similarities. If you remember the criteria of similarities, there is no difficulty in solving the triangle sum. So I am discussing one sum. So maybe similar sums you can practice in home and to get some good to solve the triangle sum in your final exam. So here the reading the sum is very important and understanding is also very important. See, ABCD is a parallelogram. Whenever the word parallelogram comes, you have to recall the properties of parallelogram. What are that? Opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals are bisect each other. Some properties you recall. So then E is a point on BC. BC is a what? Side of parallelogram ABCD. The point E is on BC. Diagonal BD. Diagonal means what? Which joins the opposite vertex. And name is given BD. B and D you should join. Diagonal BD enters the line joining A and E. So there is a one more lining which is joining A and E, that is intersected by what? Diagonal at point F. Prove that DF into EF is equal to FB into FA. So let us draw the diagram first. The drawing is very easy. What is given there? ABCD is a parallelogram. I am drawing one parallelogram. A, B, C, D. And we have point E on BC. So diagonal BD, this is the diagonal. It intersects the line joining A and E. This is the line which is joining A and E at F. At F. So what we need to prove? DF is a very simple sum. So write data first. AB CD is a parallelogram. E is a point on BC. Diagonal BD intersect the line joining A and D, sorry, A and E at F to prove. What we have to prove? Into EF is equal to FB into FA. Okay, this is the part we are trying to prove. So now find out the triangles in which all these four sides should come: DF, EF, FB, and FA. So if I choose the triangle AFD, so here I get AF and DF, two sides came. So if I choose BFE, here also FE and FB is there. So I choose these two triangles. One is what? AFD. Proof. in triangle AFD and triangle EFB. EFB. So here in these two triangles, so this ABCD is a parallelogram. Then AD should be parallel to BC. AB should be parallel to BC. So then this AE is what? A transversal. AE is a transversal. So in that case, this angle A and this angle E both are alternate interior angles. What kind of angles? Alternate interior angle. So I write first angle FAD is equal to angle FEB. Reason? Alternate interior angles. Okay. Then, so you all know this one, I think. So this is equal to this. What is the reason? Vertically opposite angle. Angle AFD is equal to angle EFD. The reason is OA. Okay, vertically opposite angle. So if any two angles are equal, then triangles are similar by AA similarity criteria. Now I am writing triangle AFD similar to triangle EFB. The reason is AA similarity criteria. AA similarity criteria. Reason. So we all know that if two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Okay. Now I take FA divided by EF is equal to DF divided by DF last two. Then here FB. So the reason is what? Corresponding parts of similar triangle. So now you cross multiply. EF into DF is a DF into EF is equal to FA into FB is FA into FB. So very simple this one. Hence proved. Okay. So easily you have to just identify two angles from the given triangle and prove that those two angles are equal. Then you can write the triangles are similar by the help of what is AA similarity criteria, and you can take whatever required for proving. So here sides were required. I took what is sides are in the same ratio and just I cross multiplied. I got what my answer. That is DF into EF is equal to FA into FB. This is also very simple. So let us try one more triangle sum. So this is also the question which is asked in your model papers. Let us try this one also. Okay, this is also different type. See that sums what I am teaching, the concepts should be learned, not sums, because in examination concepts will repeat by changing the values and changing the diagrams and all. So here you have to learn the concept. If your concepts are clear, then or any sum you get, you can easily crack it. So please pay attention on concept. Okay. Now, so the one more sum related to triangle. In an isosceles triangle, you all know isosceles triangle. What are the properties? Opposite sides are equal. Angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. So in the PQR, PQ is equal to PR. Side PQ is equal to PR. The angular bisector of P meet QR at O. Prove that OQ by OR is equal to 1. So let us draw the diagram first. This is my diagram. I have a triangle PQR in which PQ is equal to QR. So if PQ is equal to QR, then angle Q is equal to angle R, property of isosceles triangle. Okay. Angular bisector of angle P. Angle P, I write. This is angular bisector. Bisector means which divides the angle into two equal parts. So these two angles are equal. So meet QR at O. I am writing O. Okay, let us write the data first. What is the data? In triangle PQR, PQ is equal to PR. Okay. Angular bisector of angle P meet QR at O. Meet QR at O. So what I need to prove? OQ divided by OR is equal to 1. OQ divided by OR is equal to 1. So very simple sum. If you recall your 9th standard, 10th standard, all the triangle concept. So here, let us start. Proof. I'll take two triangle. One is PQO or POQ. Anything you can take. Triangle PQO and in triangle PQO and triangle PRO. Two triangle I am taking. Okay. So now angle Q is equal to angle R. Reason? Property triangle. One angle is equal. Then, so this PO is angular bisector of angle P. It means that this PO divided angle P into two equal parts. So then QPO is equal to RPO. Reason? OP bisect angle P. Okay. So now we proved that two angles are equal in both the triangles. So now both the triangles are similar by a similarity criteria. Triangle PQO similar to triangle PRO. The reason is a similarity criteria. If two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So I take this corresponding side which I needed. So PQ, okay, then OQ divided by OR. The reason is corresponding parts of similar triangles. Now PQ divided by, in question it is PQ in PQ OR. So now PQ get cancelled. So OQ by OR is equal to 1. So what they ask you to prove, proved. Hence, proved. So simple, children. If you practice some 2, 3 sum, definitely you will write answer for your triangle sum also in your final paper. So please practice. You have tomorrow one more day. 3-mark question which help you to increase your marks. Okay. So now after this, let us go to the topic. We do area related to circle now first. Later we can discuss coordinate geometry, trigonometry, and quadratic equation word problem. Fine. So move on to the next sum. So now let us start one sum which is related to area related to circle. So here you can see question, it is already you have seen in your model papers and you have seen in your preparatory paper also. So now let us find out what is asking in the question. ABC is a equilateral triangle. Remember this one. What kind of triangle it is? Equilateral triangle. So your brain should recall that all the sides are equal and every angle is 60 degree. Okay. This is what you have to recall whenever you heard about the equilateral triangle. So now arcs are drawn in triangle ABC with A, B and C as center of circle of radius 3.5 centimeter as shown in the figure. See, these arcs are there, no? So the radius is how much? 3.5 centimeter. 3.5 centimeter. This is also what? 3.5 centimeter. Arcs are drawn with 3 centimeter. Now, area of triangle ABC is equal to 49 root 3 centimeter square. Then find the perimeter of shape P, Q, R, S, T, U, P. So this one you need to find out. So first let us find out the side of equilateral triangle. So we have formula area of triangle ABC is equal to, what is the area of triangle ABC? It is the equilateral triangle, so the formula is root 3 divided by 4 a square. A square 49 root 3 is equal square. So root 3 both the side cancel. So now a square is equal to 49 into 4. Okay. Now a square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 4 is 2. So then the value of a is how much? 4 centimeter. Sorry, 14 centimeter. The side is how much? 14 centimeter. And after that, the length of PU is equal to length of QR, and length of QR is also equal to length of ST. PU, QR and ST have equal length. Okay. So now let us find out PU. PU is equal to AB minus AP plus BU. We got just now 14 centimeter 0.5 plus 3.5. 14 minus 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. So now we got PU is equal to how much? 7 centimeter. I already told you PU is equal to what? QR and is equal to ST. Is nothing but what? 7 centimeter. We got this one. Now you need to find out the length of our PQ. Okay. Length of arc PQ is equal to, length of is theta by 360 2 by r. So this is equilateral triangle. So every angle is how much? 60 degree. Theta value is 60 divided by 360 into 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 3.5. 0 0 6 one time, 6 one time, 6 time. Now 7 one time, 0.5 times. Now 2 one time, 3 times. So now length of our PQ is how much? PQ is equal to 22 into 0.5 is 11 by 3 centimeter. So what we need to find out, I'm doing here because of congested space, perimeter of P Q R S T U P is equal to, okay, uh, what are the sides we need? PQ plus QR plus RS plus ST plus TU plus PU. This is what perimeter of this PQRS TUP. Okay. PQ is how much? 11 by 3 plus RS is sorry, PQ is how much? 11 by 3. Then PQ, QR is how much? 7. Then next RS is again 11 by 3. Then again plus 7 plus 11 by 3 plus 7. Because all the arcs are equal and all the sides are also equal. So now 7 3 times is how? 33 divided by 3. 3 1 time, 3 11 times. So 32 centimeter. This is what the length of or perimeter of PQRSTUP. Okay. So this is the way you can find out easily the length perimeters of given figures. It may be asked in quadrilateral. We may ask in what is squares also. Okay, let us try one more sum related to area related to circles. So this is also very simplest one or easy one. These are the new types of sum you cannot find in textbook. Because of that reason I am doing. So you practice LBA and textbook sums also. You may get question from that. So this is for what? Understanding purpose. We are solving these sums which are new, which is not there in your textbook. Okay. Now in the given figure, O is center of the circle. O is the center of the circle. Area of sector AOB is to area of circle. Means the ratio of area of AOB and area of circle is 1 is to 5. And the radius of circle is 7 centimeter. The radius is how much? 7 centimeter. Then find the arc AB. Means find the length of arc AB. Okay. So we are trying to find what is length of arc AB. So first let us start from the data. What is given? AOB divided by area of 5. So area of sector AOB. So area of sector, what is the area of sector formula? Theta by 360 pi r square divided by area of circle formula pi r square is equal to 1 by 5. So now pi r square get it cancelled. Now you can take theta is equal to this 360 should be multiplied with 1. 360 divided by 5. So 5 1 time, 5 7 time, 5 2 times. So the value of theta you got how much? 72. And radius is given. R is equal to how much? 7 centimeter. So what the question demand to find? Length of arc AB. Now, length of arc AB is equal to same formula, theta by 360 pi 2 pi r. Theta is 72 divided by 360 into 2 pi is 22 by 7 into r is how much? 7. 7 one time, 7 one time, 72 ones are 72, 5s are 360. So now the answer is 44 divided by 5 means 5 ones are 5 eights are 0.8 are. The answer should come 8.8 centimeter. This is what length of RAB. Theta by 360 2 pi r, 72 by 360 1 by 5 into 2 into pi 22 by 7 into 7. Radius is how much? 7 only. Yeah, correct. So 8.8 centimeter is your answer. So these type of sums may come in your final exam. So kindly practice these two more sums from your LBA. Okay. So then next move on to the topic coordinate geometry. Okay, let us discuss one sum on quadratic equation. Sorry. It is coordinate geometry, not quadratic equation. Here you can see there is a one sum which is there in your preparatory or in model question paper. It's a kind of new sum. You cannot find it in your textbook. Maybe by using section formula, distance formula, midpoint formula, you have ability to solve the questions. But this is something new which will make you think how to start. So here the question says find the coordinates of a center of a circle passing through the point A, B and C. The circle is passing through the point A, B and C. It means that the points are on the circle. So I have drawn a small circle. So A, vertex A is there, minus 3 is 0 comma minus 3, and you need to find out coordinates of O, center. So that we are considering it as what? X and Y. To differentiate the other with the other coordinate, I use the red pen to write this one, red marker. So now let us start solving. How to solve? We have to recall the properties of circle. OA is radius, OB is radius, and OC is also radius. So radii of a same circle are equal in length. Okay. So OA is equal to OB and OB is equal to OC. So first you need to find out the length of OA, length of OB, length of OC, then equate it. OA is equal to OB and OB is equal to OC, or OA is equal to OC and AO is equal to OB. You can find out easily X and Y. So here we use distance formula. So you all know distance formula. D is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square in bracket. So now first we'll find out OA. The distance formula will write distance is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So let us find out OA is equal to root of OA. So shall we take x minus of minus 3 is plus 3 whole square plus y2. What is y2? Y minus 0 whole square. So when you simplify this one, x plus y square. To remove the root, OA square is equal to x plus 3 whole square plus y square. We got OA square. Then next find out OB is equal to under root OB, x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square. So now OB square is equal to x square plus y minus 2 whole square. Now one more radius, that is OC, is equal to root of x minus 0 whole square plus y minus of minus 3 is plus 3 whole. So OC square is equal to x minus 0 is x square plus y plus 3 whole square. So I got OA square, OB square and OC square. Now let us equate. OA is equal to OB, then OA square is equal to OB square. So equate in a such a way that easily one variable should eliminate, then you can find out the answer easily. So let us start equating OB square and OC square first. Okay, OB square is equal to OC square. What is OB square? X square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to OC square is x square plus y plus 3 whole square. X square get cancelled. Y minus 2 whole square, it following the a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab, 2 into y into 2, 4y plus b square is 4 is equal to y plus 3 whole square is following a plus b whole square formula. So y square plus 2ab, 2 into y into 3 is 6y plus 9. So now you can cancel y square also. So now minus 4y transpose 6y, now it is minus 6y is equal to 9, 9 as it is, transpose 4 minus 4. Now minus 10y is equal to 9 minus 4 is 5. So y is equal to minus 5 by 10. 5 one time, 5 two times. So we got the value of y. Y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now equate OA square and OB square. And you can equate OA square and OB square. OA square is equal to OB square. So what is OA square? X plus 3 whole square plus y square is equal to x square plus y minus 2 whole square. Now it is following a plus b whole square. X square plus 6x plus 9 plus y square is equal to x square plus y square minus 4y plus 4. So x square cancel, y square cancel. Now 6x is equal to minus 4. The value of y is how much? Minus 1 by 2. You got minus 1 by 2 plus 4 minus 9. Okay. 4 ones are 4 twos are. 6x is equal to minus into minus plus 2 plus 4 minus 9. So x is equal to 2 plus 4, 6. 6 minus 9 is minus 3. Divided. Let us practice one more sum which is related to the coordinate geometry. So here you can see if a 1 comma y, b 4 comma 3, c x comma 6 and d 3 comma 5 are consecutive vertices of parallelogram. Okay. Then find the value of x and y. Find the value of x and y. So here ABCD is a parallelogram. First thing you should note that is what ABCD is a parallelogram. A, B, C, D. So the coordinates of A is 1 comma y, coordinate of B is 4 comma 3, coordinate of C is 6 comma x comma 6, and the coordinates of D is 3 comma 5. So they are asking you to find out the value of x and y. So the one of the property of parallelogram is diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. Bisect means what? To divide them into equal half. So I am taking AC and BD. These both are intersecting at this point. At this point, they are bisecting each other. Bisecting each other means this point is there. No, the point is the midpoint of AC also and midpoint of BD. Midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD. So by using the midpoint formula, we can find out the value of x and y. I just mentioned it as what? O. Okay. So the property of parallelogram, diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. I write AO is equal to OC, then BO is equal to OD. Okay. So now midpoint of AC will take OC, no? So we take x part first. X1 plus x2 divided by 2. 1 plus x divided by 2. Then next y part. Y plus 6 divided by 2. Y plus 6 divided by 2. So we are finding the midpoint of this one. And this is equal to 4 plus 3 divided by 2. X part. 4 plus 3 divided by 2. X1 plus x2 by 2. Then y part is 3 plus 5 divided by 2. 3 plus 5 divided by 2. So from the AC, 1 plus x by 2, y plus 6 by 2. Okay. Then from this BD, 4 plus 3 by 2, 3 plus 5 by 2. And this x part is equal to the x part. And this y is equal to what? Y part. So now let us take equate 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 4 plus 3 divided by 2. So 2 get cancelled. X equal to 7 minus 1 transpose 1. X value is how much? 6. Next, y plus 6 by 2 is equal to 3 plus 5 by 2. Y plus 6 by 2 is equal to 3 plus 5 by 2. So 2 cancel. Y is equal to 8 minus 6. The value of y is how much? 2. X is equal to 6 and y is equal to 2. So you may get this sum to find out the value of x and y by using the property of parallelogram. Okay, these are the two sums which I would like to discuss with you people. And remaining midpoint formula, distance formula, and other formula. What is that one more? Midpoint formula, distance formula, and section formula. By using that, you can do the sum by yourself. So please practice a few more sums like this also. Okay, it will help you in your exam. Now let us discuss the next topic. What shall we discuss? Trigonometry or quadratic? Let us go with the trigonometry first. Okay. I'll discuss one or two sums. Then we'll go with what? Quadratic equation word problems. Those sums also we'll discuss some two. Now, after that we'll end up all the three marker concept. So in the next session, maybe by tomorrow afternoon or evening, I'll upload this 4 mark questions also. Okay. Let us have one trigonometric sum to solve. Okay, the trigonometric proving sums will come for the 3 marks. So you have to use the identities, reciprocals and ratio to prove the given sums. So here I am discussing some two sums, and similar sums may fall in your final examination. Okay, so here we have one question. Prove that secant A plus tan A minus 1 upon tan A minus secant A plus 1 is equal to 1 plus sin A upon cos A. Okay. We are trying to prove right hand side, sorry, left hand side is equal to right hand side. So let us take down the LHS. What is given there? Secant A minus plus tan A minus 1. Tan A minus secant A plus 1. So this is our LHS part. So just to recall, you have done like this sum in your textbook, where you have divided something with the sign and converted and used the identities and found the answer. But here very simple, secant A plus tan A is given. Just to recall whether is there any identity in that the both ratio secant and tan is involved? Yes, we have one identity. What is that? 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. Okay. So if I transpose tan square A minus tan square A. Okay. This 1 in the numerator we are replacing as secant square A minus tan square A. So let us start. Secant A plus tan A. We keep it in bracket, then minus 1 we are writing as secant square A minus tan square A, because identity says 1 is equal to secant square A minus tan square A, divided by tan A minus secant A plus 1. Okay. Now secant A plus tan A, write it as is, minus secant square A minus tan square A. Whether is it following any identity? Yes. Which one? A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. So now we write secant A plus tan A in bracket secant A minus tan A divided by tan A minus secant A plus 1. Okay. Now this is the one term, secant A plus tan A, minus the remaining part is another term. So we have common in this both term. What is the common? Secant A plus tan A. So after taking common, what is remaining here? 1. Okay, this part is already taken common. You have to write this one. Minus into secant A minus secant A. Minus into minus plus tan A divided by tan A minus secant A plus 1. So this and this numerator part and this denominator both are equal. The remaining is what? Secant A plus tan A. The reciprocal of secant is 1 by cos A plus tan can be written as sin A by cos A is equal to LCM is what? Cos A. Both have same denominator 1 plus sin A. Hence proved. Okay. Simple thing. If you use your brain and your brain is very calm during the examination, easily you will get what answers. So if you are very hurry, getting disturbed, and trying to solve which you don't know properly, so then it consume your time, and later you will come in tension. You will not write whatever you know also. So because of that reason, with a lot of patience, you have to attend the examination. Don't get irritated, don't get confused, and simply read the question again and again to solve with a peace of mind. So then you will get all the answer exact correctly. The main mantra for the exam is you should be very calm, positive, and after that not getting irritated. Don't come in tension. Then don't create any panic situation. So easily whatever the sums you know, you keep on solving that. Then later you can focus on what the sums which is a little bit tough for you. If you have confidence of solving, no, those your brain will recall all other concepts also. Okay. So this is the one sum related to trigonometry. Then one more sum I'll try. So we will solve one more trigonometric sum. So we need to prove that left-handed part is equal to what? Right-handed part. LHS is equal to RHS. So the question is given sin theta divided by 1 minus cos theta plus tan theta by 1 plus cos theta is equal to cot theta plus secant theta into cosecant theta. This is what we need to prove. So let us start this one also from the LHS. Theta divided by 1 plus cos theta. So here the LCM of these two is 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. So now sin theta should be multiplied by 1 plus cos theta plus tan theta should be multiplied by 1 minus cos theta. Okay. So next step. This is 1 plus cos theta. Okay. Sin theta into 1 sin theta plus sin theta into cos theta sin theta cos theta. Okay. Plus tan theta can be written as sin theta divided by cos theta in bracket 1 minus cos theta. 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta is following the identity a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So a square is 1 square 1 minus b square is cos square theta. Next, sin theta plus sin theta cos theta plus Sin theta upon cos theta into 1 is sin theta by cos theta. Okay, plus into minus minus sin theta upon cos theta get cancelled, only sin theta is remaining, divided by 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta, identity. So positive sin theta, negative sin theta get cancelled. Now, so here the LCM is cos theta, so it should be multiplied with cos theta. So sin theta into cos square theta plus sin theta. Okay, into. So this is what sin square theta by 1. If if you convert into multiplication, then it becomes what? 1 divided by sin square theta. Okay. So now next step, we take sin theta common here. Sin theta. So what is remaining? Cos square theta plus 1, because sin is already taken as a common, divided by cos theta into 1 divided by sin square theta. So sin theta, this sin square theta square get cancelled, only sin theta is remaining. Now multiply these two. Cos square theta plus 1 into 1 is cos square theta plus 1 divided by cos theta into sin theta. Sin theta. Now cos square theta divided by cos theta into sin theta plus 1 divided by cos theta into sin theta, because the denominator is applicable for both, for cos square theta also and plus 1 also. Okay. Now cos theta and here in square get cancelled. Cos theta by sin theta is cot theta. Okay. Then plus 1 by cos theta is secant theta into 1 by sin theta is cosecant theta. So now we proved LHS is equal to RHS. The sums are very simple. If you are perfect with the identities and the reciprocals and ratios, there will be no confusion. You can easily solve the trigonometric application level sum also, trigonometric proving sum also, and you can end up by scoring 3 marks. Okay. So now the last topic is remaining, quadratic equation word problem. There will be a short question in your paper. One problem will be there. Let us discuss some 2 quadratic problems and wind up this 3 mark concept sessions. And by Friday evening, I'll upload all the 4 mark question, AP application level, application of trigonometry. Then after that, theorems. I think theorems you already practice, but practice BPT and AA majorly. Then after that, try to practice at least one theorem from the SS, yes, and SAS. Never know if the options comes only SS, yes, and SAS. You should be able to write at least one theorem. Okay. So Friday by night we'll upload that video for the 4 marks and 5 marks. So now you can thoroughly practice all the 3 marks and 2 marks questions. Okay. So let's move on to the topic quadratic equation word problems. Okay. So that is also very important. Okay. Let us solve one quadratic equation word problem. The problem is related to the upstream and downstream of a motorboat. So here a motorboat goes down the stream 30 kilometers. and again return to the starting point. Means going down the stream 30 kilometer, and while returning back also it is traveling how many kilometer? 30 kilometer. Remember this one, the same 30 kilometer. Point in a total time of 4 hours 30 minutes to go down the stream and comes back. It is taking how much? 4 hours 30 minutes. Okay. Now, if the speed of stream equal to 5 kilometer per hour, speed of stream is how much? 5 kilometer per hour. Then find the speed of motor. Find the speed of motor. Okay. So we don't know the speed of motor. Let us consider, let the speed of motor be x kilometer per hour. So what is the speed of motor? X kilometer per hour. We need to find out. So we are choosing one variable, that is x. Then later, when it goes down the stream, time taken to go down the stream, T1 is equal to, time is equal to, what is the formula? Distance by speed. Distance is how much? 30 kilometer. The speed is the speed of motor plus speed of stream, x plus 5 kilometer. Then time taken to return back. Time taken to return to starting point. So while returning back, so speed of motor minus speed of stream. Speed of motor minus when it comes upstream, no. So speed of motor minus speed of stream. So T2 is equal to, time 2 is equal to same 30 kilometer divided by x minus 5 kilometer. X kilometer per hour speed. So now to go downstream and return back to the starting point, both together, the time is how much? 4 hours 30 minutes. T1 plus T2 is equal to how much? 4 hours 30 minutes should be expressed in hour. 30 divided by 60. 0, 0 cancel, 3 one time, 3 two times. So what is T1? 5 plus 30 divided by T2 is x minus 5 is equal to 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1, 9 by 2. Now take the LCM. X plus 5 into x minus 5. 30 into x minus 5 plus 30 into x plus 5 is equal to 9 by 2. Okay. So almost all the topics are over. So I am raising the topics. I can use this space for solving the sum. Okay. Now 30 into x, 30x minus 30 into 5 is 150 plus 30 into x, 30x plus into plus 150 divided by a plus b into a minus b, a square x square minus 5 square is equal to 9 by 2. 5 square will write directly 25. So plus 150 minus 150 cancelled. 30x plus 30x is how much? 60x divided by x square minus 25 is equal to 9 divided by 12. Cross multiply. 9 into x square, 9x square minus 9 into 25, 225 is equal to 2 into 60 is 120x. So write it in the general form of quadratic equation. 9x square minus 120x minus 225 is equal to 0. 9, 120 and 225 all are divisible by 3 divided by 3. So 3x square minus 40x minus 3 sevens are 5 is equal to 0. Now we got 75 into 3 is minus 225. So we need two numbers, their product is 225, and when you add it, you should get, add or subtract, you should get minus 40. We try from 3s are 3 sevens are 3 5s are. Again we can do it by 3. 3 2s are 5s are. Now 5 5s are 5 1s are. 3 3s are 9. 9 3 9 5s are 45. So 45 minus 5 is how much? 40. So 3x square minus, greater number sign should be negative, minus 45x plus 5x minus 75 is equal to 0. These two, 3x is common. What is remaining here? X minus 15. And here plus 5 is common. X minus 15 is equal to 0. So now x minus 15 and 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. X minus 15 is equal to 0. Transpose 15, x is equal to 15. So 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to minus 5. X is equal to minus 5 by 3. Speed never be negative. We consider x as speed. Speed of motor boat is 15 kilometer per hour. So they ask you to find out the speed of motorboat. We got the speed of motorboat 15 kilometer per hour. So one more sum we'll try. Okay. One more word problem from the quadratic equation. The ages of two students A and B. How many students are there? Two students A and B. 19 years and 15 years respectively. Age of A is 19 years, age of B is 15 years. Find how many years it will take so that the product of ages becomes equal to 180. Means product of ages means A age into B age is equal to how much? 480. How many years it takes? We need to find out. So let the number of years be, let the number of years be x. We are considering what? Number of years be x. So when you add x to A age, it becomes what? 19 plus x. And x to B age, it becomes what? 15 plus x. So the product of these two should be how much? 480. So now 19 plus x, this is A age, and 15 plus x, this is what? B age. Both together, multiply together, it gives what? How much? 480. So you need to find out what? X value. So now multiply first. 19 into 15. Okay. 15 nines are 135, carry 13. 15 ones are 15 plus 13, 285. 285. plus 19 into x, 19x. Okay. Then x into 15, 15x, x into x square, minus 480, transpose 480. Now, x square, write it in order. Then 19 plus 15 is 34x. Then minus 480, subtract 285 positive. What do you get here? 5. 7 minus 9. 3 minus 2, 1. 195 minus 195 is equal to 0. Minus 480 plus 285, one positive, one negative. So we have to subtract because of what? Different sign. Now find out the two factors which will give, when you multiply it should give how much? 195, and when you add it should give how much? 34. So we'll find out. Factorization 195. Is it, this is not divisible by 2. 3 it is divisible. 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 5 15. No, so 3. 3 6 are 18. 1 remain, 5 are. Now 65 is divisible by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are. Now 13 ones are. So 13 threes are how much? 39. 39 minus 5 is 34. X square plus, we want answer in positive. So 39x minus 5x minus 195 is equal to 0. X common, x plus 39 minus 5 common, x minus into minus plus 5 39s are 195 is equal to 0. So x plus 39 into x minus 5 is equal to 0. X plus 39 is equal to 0. X is equal to how much? Minus 39. And x minus 5 is equal to 0. X is equal to 5. So the question is, find how many years it will take. It will take means you have to add what? Positive. Add. Will means what? In the future. For future we are adding. For adding we require what? Positive one. So we consider x is equal to 5. After 5 years, the product of ages of A and B is 480. Okay. So this is what your quadratic equation sum. So that's it for today. So now we have completed all the 9 topic of 3-mark concept with the 2, 2, 3, 3 sums. So you also practice some more sums. I'll come again with 4 mark and 5 marks one last video. We'll discuss in that only 1 mark question also. So all the best. You have one more day tomorrow. Please practice, practice, practice. That is the only one way you can score better. There is no other thing. So if you get some good marks, it will be very helpful for you all. And please like, subscribe, share with your friend. It boosts my confidence to make more and more video in the future also. So please, as possible as subscribe. Thank you.